breaking news, there's been a huge rise of kids stealing their parents' credit card in order to get crowns, in order to participate in King's Isle's crowns, rewards, events. It all started 8 months ago. The 4th tier, you get a double FedEx fee benefit for an hour, and in the 10th tier, after spending 100,000 crowns, you get it for 3 hours. Everyone said things would get better, but they did not get better. Flash forward to 2 months ago. I don't understand why after you spend 125,000 crowns you get a rate. I don't need a rate. Will things get better? We find out today on this episode of... I actually don't know the name of, like, is there a name, like, do we have one? Is this, no, this isn't gonna be a thing. Oh, okay, never mind. Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here. Hope you guys are having a great day, and welcome to a video that's literally, I guess, 8 months in the making, if you really think about it. It's literally like 8 months ago was the first one of these, and now we're at the 3rd one. Can I just say, by the way, the glow up from, like, you know, November to now, I mean, you can see the progress. I'm just saying, you know, your boy got kind of cute. But I think more important than my cuteness, the crowns rewards seem to have also changed. Now, if you guys don't know anything about what I'm talking about, maybe you just started the game. There's a very cool concept, I guess you could call it cool, or awful, I don't know. Anyways, this concept in the game right now, basically that's called crowns rewards. Now, in the past, the crowns rewards created a lot of controversy within the community, because basically what they do is they give you bonus prizes for spending a lot of crowns. They got to the point where they were literally offering a prize of, like, I think it was like a 50% mount, which was, you know, it's a fast mount, but it was like 500,000 crowns. Now, that was a first crowns reward, which was in November. Now, the second one, which was more closer to like a couple of months ago, it dialed it down to about 225,000 crowns for the top mount. And not to mention, I had a lot of issues with it myself. I made a video on this basically because it was just a bunch of stupid items, like housing items. They didn't really seem like real rewards. That brings us down to today, my mans. We are going to be reviewing the newest crowns reward because it is Christmas in July. So without further ado, my mans, let's get right into it. All right, so right away, one thing that I noticed, right, is that the difference between the tiers seems to be a lot smaller. I don't remember 4 tiers being just 12,000 crowns worth, but there's a huge but here, you know. It does seem like they've kept with the trend of keeping a lot of housing items. Now, when I'm looking at the first 4 tiers, some things that I think really, you know, stick out to me is that there's a Winterland pack, there's a Yuletide pack, and when you actually get up to the 11,250, you get 3 mega reagent packs. Now, I decided to do a little bit of research into what a mega reagent pack is, because I've never bought it. But basically, from what I've found, it's basically, you know, a pack that can give you fairly rare reagents, meaning just reagents that you wouldn't just be able to harvest that easily. So, if you're really, needing reagents, it might help. And also, for some people, if you need amber to craft spells, that could also be there. Not to mention sunstone and steel and brass for pet jewels. So this pack is actually not awful, in my opinion. Those are just the first 4 tiers. Now, in my opinion, I really don't think there needs to be a huge reward for around like 12,000 crowns. I mean, yeah, you're getting some extra packs here and there, and they're worth about 399 crowns. And the mega reagent packs, sure, maybe no one really buys them and that's why they're trying to just give them out for free. But at least it is something. You might actually luck out and get something. So I would say so far so good. But, you know, at this point, if I were spending this many crowns, I would think that, you know, because I'm being such like a loyal customer, it would start getting a little bit better. Unfortunately, what happens is that is really, really not the case. When the difference between literally 12,000 crowns and double that amount is literally just packs. That's it. It's just Yuletide packs, Winterland packs from 2015. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, these are decent packs, but there's no actual, if you've noticed, all the way up to this point, there are no items. There's like, there's nothing. There's no like cool stitchable items. There's no, you know, there's no like really, there's nothing rare or exclusive about this. It will take you all the way up to 50,000 crowns for you to get anything that's actually exclusive to a crowns reward, and that is a gardening benefit elixir. Maybe it's just for an hour, but that being said, for 50,000 crowns, I would say gardening benefit elixir, even for an hour, could actually save you money. After that, the tiers get a little bit, you know, higher and higher. For 52,000 crowns, you get a permanent mount, which, I mean, I don't know, it's a candy cane mount, so, I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. You get a bunch of pets for the 11th tier, don't know why, but, again, my opinion on crowns pets, they're never worth it. I think I would literally prefer more mega reagent packs. And finally, when you get to the final tier, you get a Wolf of Winter mount, which is, I think that's a really cool mount. You get a pet, then you get a bunch of mega reagent packs. Now, this video isn't just to summarize, you know, what's happening here, but it's also to compare this crowns reward to other crowns rewards and see where this one is good and where this one's bad. I think that's the whole point of these kinds of videos. I think I'll start off with the positives. One, I don't really fear for, you know, the safety of children on the internet by being like, you know, like, I don't know, mesmerized by a $500 mount and, you know, like, having their parents buy them. Like, this seems a lot less manipulative to me. You know what I'm saying, dude? When the top tier goes from 500k crowns all the way down to below 100,000 crowns, that to me makes it seem, at the very least, that King's Isle is listening. Especially over 7 days, I can see some individuals maybe spending 75,000 crowns. I mean, considering that the top crown thing that you can buy right now is 80,000 crowns, you can literally do it within one purchase. You know, it's not like the other events where basically you'd have to buy 80,000 crowns like 5 times and still you wouldn't be able to get it, you know? I think this is definitely something that they've ramped down a little bit. And honestly, I think it'll help them and it'll help everyone else feel better about the situation instead of something shady and basically manipulative just to get a bunch of kids to get a bunch of crowns for something that's completely useless. But I think my praise definitely has to end there, because for the gardening benefit to be all the way up at 50,000 crowns, the issue with the marketing that I see there is because, you know, like that 50k crowns is literally, you know, exactly a thing that you can buy in the crown shop. Do you guys know what I'm saying, bro? Like the 60k crowns, they're basically saying buy the 60k crowns, spend all of it, and then you can basically get that much, you know, in seeds if you really want to. I would have had almost no negative opinions about this at all. It could have literally been here, or I mean, here's asking for too much, but somewhere between, you know, tier 7 and 8. And I would think that this is actually something that would make the whole crowns reward completely worth it. I think it's a complete money thing. I don't think they want to give away a bunch of free seeds at the end of the day, but I think putting it lower is definitely important. And honestly, having more elixirs like this is really, really important. I think they're not really being transparent here. I definitely think what they want a bunch of people to do is buy 60k crowns so that they can get a gardening benefit elixir. But why not put it down to 30k so you have a bunch of people buy 30k? You see, it's really a money thing when it comes to where the gardening benefit elixir is. And I think either, if you want to keep it there, add a double pet XP elixir lower down, or other elixirs lower down, or, you know, basically just, you know, compromise a little bit. I don't think that's that hard. My other main critique is very similarly to the furniture items that they had before, you know, in terms of how they basically just crowded up the rewards with gold furniture items, which I'm glad that they've stopped at least. There seems to be a lot of mega reagent packs, and I don't get it. Why are there mega reagent packs? Like, you know what I'm saying, dude? It doesn't make any sense. When you look at the mega reagent pack, it is the cheapest pack that you can get out of almost everything. The only thing cheaper is a remarkable reagent. I don't even know what's in this. No one buys these. There's no one. Why would anyone want this? Why are you giving us 7 of these? Nobody wants this. I think it's very, like, I don't know. It's kind of sleazy to me to just, you know, put a ton of packs and make it seem like you're getting a lot when you spend 75,000 crowns, but all you're really getting is, yeah, a cool mount, a cool pet, and then a bunch of useless packs. To be honest, I wouldn't even think about spending crowns for this event past the gardening benefit elixir. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm focusing so much on the gardening benefit elixir, basically that's the one way you can literally make money back when it comes to this. Let's say you like Evil Magma Pete. They're 1250 crowns. So let's say you bought, you know, 50,000 crowns of this and got the gardening elixir, then you could basically triple that amount or quadruple that amount with that one elixir in that time that it gives you. However, because you have to buy so many evil magma peas, or whatever you want, I guess, up to that time, it almost seems like the breaking point for you to save money is still to spend a lot of money. And that's the real problem I have with it. I do think the elixir's worth it, but it just gets to a point where, I don't know, man, it just seems a little annoyingly useless. Overall, my review of the pack is much more positive than the other ones. I think because the prices are lower, you can take more risks with it. Do I think the top prize is worth it? No, not at all. Do I think the reagent bundles are a little excessive? Yes. You could put other packs. You could put 7 of another pack, and I honestly, like, if you put the new Grizzleheim lore pack or something, like a new pack, I honestly think that would be really cool. You know, a pack that gives a spell. That would be really, really awesome. You know, put a lot of those. Put like 10 of those at the top. You know what I'm saying? You're not really losing out on that much money when people are buying 60k crowns to get to that point. I do notice the lack of elixirs, and I hope they don't make a huge pattern of this, because I think elixirs make crowns rewards very exclusive, and to only have one seems like they're just trying to make it so that it kind of looks like they're giving you elixirs, but they're really not. I think what I really need to see with these crowns rewards, if the prices are kept the same, which I'm really happy with the fact that the prices are kept the same, is one, either lengthen the time, because I still think 7 days is a little bit, it's a little bit small in my opinion. I think maybe even making it like 10 days or 15 days, like 2 weeks, I feel like that would actually make people buy more crowns, so I feel like that'd be a win-win. Way more importantly, I still think the prizes need to be just a little bit bigger. I think at that point, the 75,000, I feel like you should be able to buy your next zone for free. You know, if you're, you know, not a membership player and you buy zones. I think it should give you the ability to get, you know, a free chance at a super chest that has a bunch of spells in it and a bunch of rare items. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be something really, really hard to get. Like, you know, a random chance of winning a very rare item. That would be really cool. I think those kind of ideas, along with more elixirs, would make this update a lot better. That being said, I'm really happy that they're listening. But yeah, man, that's been my review of the Crowns Award this time around. I definitely wanted to just take a good look at it and give you guys my opinion, tell you where I would spend my money up to, and how I'd improve it. So I hope that video achieved all of it. But the most important part of these types of videos is that your opinions are heard. So make sure you let me know in the comments below. Do you think you're going to spend any money specifically for the Crowns Award? Do you think they handled the Crowns Award this time better than others? And do you think King's Isle is listening? These are the big questions of our time, my man. So hopefully, you know, we'll see. This is a very interesting video, in my opinion, because I'm not completely critical, because it does seem like they listen, but it still seems like it's a half-assed attempt. So therefore, I have to call it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way. But yeah, man, as usual, drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a sub if you're new, and drop a comment letting me know what you think. There are tons of links in the description, including my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord, and my Instagram, so make sure to check all those out. And if somebody hasn't told you you're awesome today, they doing something wrong, so stay awesome, bruh. And yeah.